These kind of places are like paradises of the non-logic. The next dimension, and this is like a vortex, this is the thin space. According to the legend, when the goddess died, so at this time we can take a moment to connect to the goddess. We're going to visit a very special site, sort of temple in the jungle. It's a very mysterious place full of petroglyphs. I believe it's a place that has a lot of energy, spiritual energy. I will talk about more of this on the way. This is one of the first rocks here, and it's basically it's full of symbols here. And the way I feel this, it looks like a map. The spiral means like a vortex, like an energy vortex. It also means time traveling. There are different theories about what this place is. How ancient is it? There are really no answers. So if you ask a geologist, he will tell you that it's a natural rock formation. There's always like some sort of energy you can feel in these places that sort of give you information. So according to the information that I have received here, places like this are more than what people make them up to be. Those could actually be walls built by an ancient civilization. So here we can see one of the most important carvings, and they call this the fertility god, right? So here you can see that people left some offerings. So this is a very important symbol for the Huichols people. It's got 5 directions. One is the west, the east, the north, the south, and the center. So their cosmo vision is based on this cross. Yeah, they also call it God's eye. Yeah, the eye of God. When you are on these sites, always try to be like in a movement, like a moving meditation, right? Always respectful. For instance, you don't kick rocks. If you have to lift something, if you have to move something, you always do it respectfully using your hands. You never put your feet on monuments. Silence is an important thing because you can start feeling sensations and sounds. When you are in a place like this, you shouldn't use much of your logic. If you say that you feel gods, that you connect to the gods in the stone, whatever, it's completely fine. Like, you shouldn't feel ashamed of saying like, well, you know, I see the God, I'm connecting with the energies of the higher universe or whatever. I mean, because you're in a place that doesn't work with logic. Like, not everything in life works with logic. So the first time that I visited this site, something told me that there were doorways to, let's say, caverns. This information was later verified by a friend who is very close to the Huichols people, that there was a door here hidden that is actually leading to this underworld and that is protected by a guardian. The door is somewhere on this wall. What I actually thought without knowing was real information that I got about this place. It's very easy to get into a trance state in places like this. What's actually happening? The border between this dimension and the next dimension is very thin. You can sense maybe people and maybe, like I said, temples and pyramids that are not here in this dimension, but they are in the next dimension, and this is like a vortex. This is the thin space where it's very easy to feel it. This is Rue. Rue is very good to get rid of the negative energies. So now we're gonna clean his aura to call for the divine assistance of the elemental god of ether, Akash. Inhale, exhale. Veya, Veyala. Finished our ceremony, and now we are ready. We have the permission and we have the energy to interact with this site. So this is something that can be applied anywhere you go. The shamans of Mexico, they call this your power spot. But wherever you go, you have this power spot, which is like your favorite spot. The place where you feel at ease and comfortable doing any exercise. Every mantra vibrates a different energy center, a different chakra. So it's like you're playing an instrument with your energy centers that you have in your body. We are here to see Haramara. Haramara is a rock that is sacred for the Huichols people because it represents the westernmost point of their cosmovision. When the Christian missionaries came to this town, they saw that it was of great importance. They actually built a small statue of Virgin Mary on top of it. According to the legend, when the goddess died, her ashes were brought to San Blas, and so the shamans, they made a hole on the rock, and that's where they deposited her ashes. So at this time we can take a moment to connect to the goddess. As we start turning around it, you will see the face of a woman with a veil. I see it, it's very clear. I see
the nose bridge.
The nose
right
bridge.
Above the black part.
Yeah.
Right below is the black.
Me gusta lo tranquilo.